I remember growing up, it's my first recollection of Halloween. Do you guys have that where you're from? Do you have Halloween? Okay, so shell. Anyways, so my grandfather opened up the door, and the 7-year-old kid, jumped out from wherever he was hiding, and he's like, "I'm Spider-Man." Okay, and this is cute. Okay, the kid thinks he's Spider-Man. Seder. People dress up and whatever. You know what's really interesting? Kids dress up on Purim. I'd never really see that, even from young kids. So sometimes I'll ask, what are you dressed up as? And so a kid might say, well, I'm dressed up as Spider-Man for Purim. But I've never seen the response of someone acting as if they're something else. And I know that this sounds really trivial, but I think this is the Kodesh HaKadosh when it comes to Purim, which is a machlokus in my mind. What's my favorite day of the year, Purim or Yom Kippur? It could be that the reason why we dress up on Purim is to show all the things that we're not. To have fun, we show that we put on masks all the time, which prevent us from doing things, right? So maybe we won't give tochacha because we don't want to get into that very uncomfortable situation. Or perhaps we won't do something, like thank HaKadosh Baruch Hu b'Rabbim when he does something wonderful for us, because we're afraid of how that's going to look. So we put on masks of, okay, I'm not going to do that thing, or I won't get involved, etc., etc. Purim is the admission of it's all masks. Everything is not as they seem. And for people that do Purim properly, what happens is you have this release of spirituality, of ruchnius, of people dancing in the street, of people just screaming out how much they love HaKadosh Baruch Hu, of husbands hugging their kids and hugging their wives and being married to everyone and just having so much simcha. What is that? I think it's the admission of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We know that you run this world. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we know that there was a time that seemed really bleak. But if we remove all of that, there's only one thing, and it's your ava for us, and it's the most wonderful thing in the world. The shaila is it really on Purim that we dress up to show that masks don't matter? Or is Purim really about showing that not only do the masks not matter, but this day is when I have the opportunity to show who I really am?